everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, of course, you know what we do. I got to invite everybody in. Why? Because we are the best on these internet streets. I'm not kidding. This tribe is the best. This community is the best. And listen, if you have been listening for a while and you have not subscribed, what you waiting on? Come on, be a part of this wonderful, wonderful community. And listen, if you don't think it is as good as I'm saying, hit those comments. I promise you, you are going to be impressed because why? It's some impressive people that are in those comments. And when you get through, come on out. Let me tell you what you need to do. Go down in those settings, look around, find that subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in, and give me a thumbs up to fight that nemesis of mine, the beast, the algorithm, still dog walking the F out of it. And it's all because of y'all. Y'all are terrific. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I want to give a big thank you to all of the readers who decide to support the channel by watching the commercials. Y'all continue to come through for me, and I am so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, over in the corner, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I'll be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative to have that support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, look over there. You see in the other corner those three little dots. Click that and you'll see thanks. That is the super thanks button. And all donations to the channel is always, always greatly appreciated. All right, y'all, we do have some super thanks. And first up is Ella Gully. Ella is everything. Ella is a ride-or-die, ride-or-die. Always riding hard for the read. And I am so appreciative, so thankful. I don't know what I did to deserve Ella, but boy, am I glad she came along. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Ella. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And Yulette keeps coming through. Yulette is a ride or die. She is. She's not going to become a ride or die. She is a ride or die because she is always coming through, always in those comments, always supporting. And listen, I'm so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Yulette. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And then it's Kevin Slams. Let me tell you, ride or die, ride or die. Always coming through, always supporting, always in the comments to absolutely set somebody right or add such a great point or just a little sense of humor. He is everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And last but not least is Tiger Mommy. Tiger Mommy is everything. If you looked up ride or die, Tiger Mommy would be right there. She is. She rides hard for the read. She is everything. She is always in the comments. She is always sharing her knowledge. She's always supporting. And I just love her to pieces. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Tiger Mommy. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. All right, y'all. I'm going to play this and we'll talk on the other side. I want to give another quick shout out and a big thank you to Ella Gully, Ulette, Kevon Slims, and Tiger Mommy. Listen, y'all are everything. And I really mean that. I know I am not the perfect podcaster. I get so much stuff wrong. Like in my last podcast, something went wrong there. I don't know if it was YouTube or what. I went back to look to see what it was, but something went wrong. But I am not the perfect person for a podcast. I just decided one day I could not take it anymore and I was going to get in the fight and start my podcast. So sometimes I fall short. I do. And one thing that makes me so happy and gives me so much, I don't even know the word, gives me so much comfort. That is the word I'm looking for. That I have people like the people that are in this community. Y'all love me through all my faults, all my pettiness, all my messiness. Y'all do. And I just wanted to take just a few minutes just to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for loving me through all of my mistakes and all of my mishaps. Y'all are just everything, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So thank you. And just continue to love me through all of my mishaps. I am not perfect, not by a long shot. And I tell you, if you look at a lot of my podcasts, you will understand what I am saying. Because some of them, I tell you, I want to pull my hair out. Because sometimes I just make mistakes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me through it. All right. With all that said, let's get to the reading. Y'all know when I am putting the read together, y'all know what I do. I hit these internet streets. And let me tell you, I have been on these streets most of the day. And it is getting a little hot because the squatties are just not in the mood for the nonsense, because they keep on coming with the nonsense. They do. They still are all in their feels about Harry and Meghan attending Kris Jenner's birthday party and, really trying to call the Kardashians trash. And, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that if that family was not a trash family. They want to try to pretend like somehow the Kardashians are less than and Harry and Meghan are more than because of that family over there. Do they not see? Do they not know? Do they not think that we have eyes to see, ears to hear, a brain to absolutely analyze what we see and hear that family is doing over there? I mean, it is crazy to me. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is on these internet streets and how the squatties are dragging them for filth. Because, come on now. We are not saying the Kardashians are the Kennedys. We're not saying the Kardashians, are the upper crust of society. But neither is that trash family over there. And they're supposed to be the tippy top of the social ladder. But we all know that they do not live up to what they're supposedly supposed to be. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Veterans Day. And we're going to talk about Meghan posting about her husband for Veterans Day. He is a veteran. And how all of these hag dragons was in their feels about Meghan posting about her own husband. And we're also going to talk about something that has come to pass. My prediction is starting to just unfold right in front of us. And what prediction am I talking about? How Willy and Kitty are setting into motion their arrival on these very shores. Yes, how Willie and Kitty are setting it up for them to come to America. I have predicted it from the beginning. I said, Harry, Meghan, make sure your security is on point because listen, don't wake up in the back of a black out van headed down the Santa Monica freeway. Yes, because these people are coming for your lives. They did the same thing in Windsor. They didn't even care anything about Windsor. I don't even know if Willie even knew Windsor even existed prior to Harry and Meghan moving there. And they came and they took over and they ran Harry and Meghan away. They just took Windsor over. And here we are, them trying to come to America. I have said it, I have predicted it, and I said when they become king and queen dumb as a rock, they are going to come to America. They are going to have a house here in America. So it started. I predicted it. So we're going to talk about that. And we have some other things we're going to talk about. So let's get started. We are not going to stay long. I am not going to hold you long. But like I said, it is going to be entertaining. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to put this up. And this is from Hello Canada, and they wrote about how Meghan paid tribute to her husband. They said Meghan is paying tribute to Prince Harry on Remembrance Day with this throwback video of him during his 2013 deployment in Afghanistan. As my husband says, once served, always served. Thank you for all who served, sacrificed, and continue to serve, she wrote, honoring you on Veterans Day. And yes, she posted that video of Harry when he was being interviewed, and something popped off, and he had to get out of his mic really quick, and he had to haul a SS and get on his helicopter and do his duty. It was like a scene out of a movie. You could not have asked for anything any better. And Harry just showed his dedication as a soldier just in that moment. And it was just wonderful to see. I'm so glad Meghan decided to post that. And of course, Squatties joined Meghan in posting some of their favorite photos of Harry in his military uniform and doing his military duties. And I posted some of my favorites of theirs. And look at this one. It says, Good King Harry, a soldier, a vet. Doesn't Harry look handsome? And he was a serious soldier. He didn't go into the military expecting anything because he was a prince. He did not. He was very, very serious. And he achieved a lot in his military service. And I'm just proud of Harry because Harry could have, took the easy route like future King Dumb as a Rock. Because it's a story out there, and y'all tell me if you heard it. Y'all tell me if it's true. But it's a story out there about future King Dumb as a Rock saying that when he learned how to fly helicopters, he did the air ambulance, and he learned how to fly helicopters doing that. Now, it was not an Apache, not one of the most sophisticated, the most sophisticated helicopter that it is, like Harry learned to fly. But I digress. He learned how to fly helicopters because he was working the air ambulance. And y'all know it's another story out there that it didn't hardly work. His, his co-workers was ratting him out that he never showed up most of the time. But I digress again because y'all know I have to detour from my messiness. But it's a story out there that he took one of the military's helicopter and landed over there on the lawn of, what is it, Buckleberry? Over there in Buckleberry, over there in the Middletons' front yard. Now, I don't know if that's true. Correct me if y'all have heard it, if it's a real story, but I have heard that. I have heard it. But Harry would have never done anything like that because he has always been a very, very serious soldier. And, the proof is in the pudding. All right, and I want to put this one up. Look at this one, what this squatty posted. Harry looking so cute and dirty. Look at Harry looking like he hadn't taken a bath in a minute, but still cute. Still very cute. And this particular squatty that posted it said this: "Oh, look, my husband actually served. Meghan adoring Harry and also sending messages. You keep reading from scenes. William Parker Bowles plays it a soldier wearing hundreds of medals like Charles, Edward, and Anne, who never really served." Laugh out loud. Exactly. And I'm telling you, they have so much get up on, so much hardware. I mean, the medals, the swords, the sashes, all of that. And it's all cosplay. And they're so weighted down they can barely walk. Especially Anne. She be teetering on falling every time you see her because she is just so weighted down. She got a feather in her cap. It is a sight to behold, but not Harry. Harry earned his way. He did. And look at him with his pistol in his vest. Go ahead on, Harry. We see you. And look at this one a squatty posted. I mean, Harry got his, boy, how many packs he got? I believe Harry got an 8-pack. Harry got an 8-pack. I'm telling you, he has more than a 6-pack. He has an 8-pack. But I digress. This particular squatty posted this picture and said, no wonder they're still crying. They've lost a real one. Yes, they did. They really lost a real one in Harry. I'm just saying. And this squatty said, the flower sprinkle lady just said, I love that name for Meghan, the flower sprinkle lady. I love it. This is what he said. The flower sprinkle lady just said, I don't know about y'all, but my man served, and here is the evidence. So y'all keep parading those toy box medals that you give to each other. God, I love her. Yes, Meghan said, my man, my man, my man. And this squatty said, Meghan, girl, I see you. I see you. I see exactly what you're doing. And I love it. And I'm going to put this up. Wow, Meghan was posting about Harry, just bragging on her man, her man, her man, Kitty, and I think it was Camilla. Camilla was out as well. I saw a clip of Camilla. She was there placing a wreath. And I'm telling you, Camilla looks so confused to me. I mean, you can see it in her eyes. It's as if she's not connecting. Her social cues are kind of off. I mean, it's as if, she's not firing on all 6 cylinders. She's just not. It is something off with her, and it has been off with her for a while. But I digress. Kitty was out too, and as you can see, the BBC said Kate and Queen lay Armistice Day wreaths as nation pay tribute. Yes, they call her Kate. And of course, the name police showed up. You know the ones, all of those hag dragons came in those comments of this particular post and was talking about her name is Catherine. She is the Princess of Wales and she should be called that. But you know what? My thoughts on that is this, and this is something that I made in the comments. I said, listen, if she had earned that, you wouldn't have to make people call her that. When you said Diana, what do you say? Princess of Wales. Kate has not earned her stripes. People don't see her as someone to be respected. They don't. They see her as a stalker who successfully ran a honeypot on a very, very dumb individual. One that is dumb as a rock. And she bagged him. She bagged him because she wore him down. And she had some children. What other accomplishments has Kate ever had? I don't know any. And that is the reason why people keep calling her Kate. I call her Kitty. I'm even more disrespectful. But I digress. Yeah, so listen, if she was out there really doing something, really out there showing the world, listen, I'm to be respected. I am a woman of substance. Here's my resume. Respect that. You would not have to continue to browbeat people into saying, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. They would say it just like they had no problem in saying Diana, Princess of Wales. I'm just saying. That's my thoughts. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And of course, People magazine had to write about this. They said Kate Middleton makes her debut at Armistice Day outing that's usually reserved for blood royals. And a squatty came up under that and said this, seeing as Willie has bullied all blood relatives out, I guess exceptions have to be made. Now, this is my thoughts on this. Now, I don't think it's so much that exceptions had to be made as they are doing what they usually do, and that is to copy, but not copying Harry and Meghan this time, copy Charles and the horse. And this is what I mean by that. You remember when Charles announced that he had his performative cancer. And so for a while, he did not work. They focused on this so called treatment that he was having and what they want us to believe continue to have. But I digress on that point. But when he withdrew from his duties for a short period of time, it was the horse that stepped in and did all of the things that he did. I mean, the things that usually blood royals would do, the horse was doing. And y'all know Willie let it be known that he was not going to step in for Charles. He was not. He was going to focus on his family and what was going on there with Kitty and her performative cancer. So Charles really didn't have any other choice but to lean on the horse. But I think this is in response to that. Willie saying if the horse can do it, Kitty can do it as well. And it is just so ridiculous to me. What a elementary level of mindset that these people have. It really, really is shocking to see these people play tit for tat. It's just such nonsense. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. Somebody posted, well, this particular person posted this picture of Anne. And of course, I had to put it in my podcast because I am petty and messy as I can be. Look at Anne. I mean, all those medals, all of those ropes. I have never saw so many badges. This is what he said. The medal third from the right was achieved when she mowed Mrs. Duncan's garden. It's right next to the medal for washing cars at the OAP home. Is that old assistant people's home? I don't know what OAP home is, but it is hilarious. These people do not understand how ridiculous that they look, especially Edward, who flunked out of military school, and he is way down, dripping in medals. And Anne, I'm surprised she doesn't have a feather in her hat. But look at her. She is absolutely a disgrace. She really is. And she doesn't even know it. This squatter said, I will never understand how people who have never served in the military, who have never gone to war, can give themselves military titles. Me either, and not be embarrassed. It says this includes giving such titles to others who have not served while removing military titles from individuals like Prince Harry. Where is the lie? Harry served. 10 years he served. And they had the audacity to not allow him to wear his uniform to his grandmother's funeral. And all of them was in cosplay. How embarrassing. And the most embarrassing is Kitty. Kitty out there in tights and a camouflage jacket. Y'all remember that? And they put it in this helmet. I'm telling you, this could be a skit on a variety show. It is just hilarious. But I agree with this, Squatty. It is crazy to me. These people, and it's no shame, none whatsoever. Mm. And I'm gonna put this up. This squatty said the unroyal family is out and about today begging for headlines. They were. I mean, the whole weekend they were begging for headlines. And we all know Harry and Meghan shook at them because they are still talking about a party that Harry and Meghan went to on Saturday. On Saturday. It is crazy to me. And this squatter goes on to say, all the UK media can talk about for almost 48 hours pics of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, pics from Kris Jenner's birthday bash. I mean, they can't get over it. It says the leftovers can run naked through the streets and the media will focus on Harry and Meghan. Where is the lie? Where is it? Because they are still in a headlock about Harry and Meghan attending this party, this A-list party at a billionaire's Beverly Hill mansion. They cannot get over the fact that Harry and Meghan is not being shunned by Hollywood. All these times that they have written this nonsense, evidently they believe their own nonsense. They were over there smelling their own taint because at the end of the day, Harry and Meghan are A-listers. And now they see it for themselves. So what do? They try to trash the party. A party that Jay-Z was in attendance, that Beyonce was in attendance, that Mariah Carey was in attendance, that Oprah Winfrey was in attendance. You name an A-lister, they were there. But they want to try to tear it down. They want to try to call the Kardashians trash. Now, I tell you, I am not in the business of taking up for the Kardashians, but I'm going to say this. They absolutely knew how to do the doggone thing because that party was the party of the year and they know it. And that is the reason why they are so mad. They are so mad because Harry and Meghan attended the party of the year. And who made all the headlines? All of those stars, all of those A-listers. Out of all the articles that were written, who made the titles in each and every one of them? It was Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan and so and so. Harry and Meghan and Oprah. Harry and Meghan and Mariah Carey and on attended this party. Harry and Meghan got top bill. And now when they try to blow smoke up people's skirts saying that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant, how can you be relevant when you just go to a party and you break the internet? You absolutely make global news. They cannot lie anymore. They can't. And now they're all about tearing down the Kardashians. They are. They are. But you know what? When you are living in a glass house, you don't need to be throwing stones, baby, because listen, you are going to get drugged up and down these internet streets. And it is people who are not squatties dragging them by the nape of their heads up and down these internet streets because they know the people that they're trying to hold up to such a high standard are nothing but trash individuals. And it is proven time and time again that that family is trash individuals. And it is a wonderful and beautiful thing to experience, to see people who are not squattish drag them for the filth that they are. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to put this up. This was in page 6. And it says, Royal insiders appalled by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle living it up at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash. It's so tacky. And you know who said that? Crazy Eyes. Yes, oh, Crazy Eyes, Kenzie Schofield. The same Kenzie Schofield that worked for Diddy during the time he was having all those nasty parties. And yet and still here she is acting as if she is just as pure as the driven snow. I saw her and Maureen Callahan. I think Byron called her the albino assassin. I call her someone who looks like she is dead. She is a dead woman. I mean, she has no color whatsoever. She is white as a sheet. She has so much makeup crammed on her face. She looked like she has been embalmed, and the Undertaker did her makeup. Yeah, I got to stop. But I saw them two talking about it like as if they could ever dream of going to a party like that. They are so jealous. The bitterness was just dripping from their lips. Yes, Crazy Eyes and the dead woman. Yes, the Crazy Eyes and the dead woman. They are jealous. They are jealous. But this particular squatter came up under that post and said, so attending a Kardashian 70th birthday party is tacky and is where the royalists draw the line. But pedophilia, adultery, cancer fakery, fleecing off of public services, i.e. the NHS, cancer charities, bribes from the Middle East. Yes, we remember those bags of cash Charles got. Cousins banging cousins. Unsolved alleged unalivings didn't matter. Exactly. These people have all the nerve. They do. They have so much nerve. Do you not understand? We see you. We see you. The curtain has been pulled back. We see exactly who these people are. And it can't be unseen. I mean, they are trash individuals. They will never, ever have the reverence and the mystique that the queen, the proper queen had when she was alive. It will never be that way anymore because we see Charles, we see the horse, we see Willie, we see Kitty for exactly who they are. They are mediocre at best. And so you get no deference, you get no reverence, and you do not get the luxury of using class to look your nose down at people who are better than you. Better than you. These are people who have earned every penny of their money. Everything that they have earned it. And so, no, you don't get to look your nose down at them when you are dealing with the trash that you call your royal family. I'm just saying. And this particular squatty said the British royal family should be appalled of themselves with 2 accusations of sex crimes against minors, allegedly Prince Andrew and Lord Mountbatten. and for paying £12 million to silence a sex crime victims. The Kardashian family has no such accusations against them, in my opinion. Exactly. Exactly. So they want to label the Kardashians as trash, and they have no such people in their family. Ain't nobody in that family has ever been accused of a crime. But we all know that that so-called royal family is just infested with pedos and pedos enablers. Yes. So you can miss me with your hypocrisy because it actually is turning my stomach at this time. And I'm going to put this up, and this is a repost. And the original post is talking about Elizabeth Holmes. She is a stalker. She is a deranged individual, in my opinion, in my belief, because she does nothing but copy everything, everything that Meghan does, down to buying the same outfits as Meghan and taking pictures of herself in them. This is the fevered minded individual we're talking about. And she had the nerve to come at Meghan and say that as a PR person, the optics of this is just not great. Yes, this is what this woman say. This is the same woman who allegedly was trying to track down the manufacturers of Megan's spreads, her products, her teas. Yes, this is her. I mean, I saw some back and forth conversations between her and some people I would consider derangers, talking about how to locate these particular manufacturers. Why? Why would you want to do that? And I ask that question again. Why are you dressing up like Megan and taking pictures of yourself? I'm just saying. I understand if you buy something that Megan purchased and you're a fan, but this woman is not a fan. She is beyond that. She is obsessed, in my opinion. And so this particular squatty posted what she had said and said this: how is the timing wrong for an event which took place a day before, meaning a day before Remembrance Sunday, which was Saturday? That is why they're losing their mind. Harry and Meghan is held to a standard that nobody should be held to. They don't seem like, I mean, it's as if they forget that Harry and Meghan are private citizens. They can do whatever they want to. They choose to do this work. They choose to be philanthropists. They choose this. It is not required of them. And I think sometimes they can't get it through their fevered minds that Harry and Meghan, they have a right to their own life. Sometimes I think some squatties forget that Meghan and Harry has a right to their own life. They get to live it the way they choose, the same as you get to live yours the way you choose. But this squatty goes on. I'm going to reread it. She says, how is the timing wrong for an event which took place a day before, 5,000 miles away? Make it make sense. Exactly. Make it make sense. And this squatter reposted her and said, I find it funny how people act as if the Kardashian Jenners have committed some kind of crime, while they glorify the royals who commit crimes of slavery, exploitation, and even cover up sex abusers. But sure, Meghan attending a party hosted by someone who shows her kindness and is very close to her mother is the real crime. Exactly. I mean, it is ridiculous that these people, I mean, they really think that they have the moral high ground to judge the Kardashians. I hate to break it to them, but that ship has sailed. When they lowered Queen Elizabeth II down in those tombs, that ship sailed that very day. People do not see them as someone to be revered, someone to be respected, and definitely not someone to be held up as a standard for you to hold judgment over other people's lives. That right there, that dog will never ever hunt again. And I'm gonna put this up. And this particular squatter said, I love these photos. Look like they absolutely had a blast. Now a video Harry dancing would finish them off. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Now, some of these pictures I know Kris Jenner posted on her Instagram of Harry and Meghan, and I think later on they were taken down. I don't know why, but I heard that it was because the Rangers were going in there and leaving horrible comments. These people have too much time on their hands. They absolutely do. I have never saw so many people spend so much time on hating on a person that do not know them. And I also heard that it was a possibility that Harry and Meghan's team asked Kris Jenner to take it down. I don't know. I did see a tweet from Kris Jenner saying pretty much for all the haters to mind their business. I mean, she has been around the block several times and she has had to deal with a lot of hate and jealousy herself. So I think she was unfazed and unbothered by it. But I think Harry and Meghan was like, I don't know. I really don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. I don't know why they were taken down because I found them to be beautiful, beautiful pictures. I'm going to share a few that is still up and was coming down my timeline. And look at this beautiful picture of our Duchess. She is dancing with someone. I don't know who he is. I think that's Jeff Bezos over there, kind of photobombing them over in the right side corner. Over there, there's Harry in the left. He's speaking to someone. I see half of his face. And Meghan is dancing and having a good time. I love it. And the next one is Harry dancing. Looks like he's dancing with Kris Jenner. I don't know, but Harry got that sexy face on there. He is giving face. He is. Harry must be dancing. I don't know, but it looks like he is and having a ball. I love it. I love it. And here they are taking a picture together. Kris Jenner had a facelift, y'all, and I don't know what that plastic surgeon did. I mean, his hands must be magical because she looks at least 20 to 30 years younger. She does, and she is 70. So he did the doggone thing with that facelift. He did. And Harry looks so cute. And of course, Meghan looks so beautiful. And this one of her and Kim Kardashian. Now, I'm not a big fan of Kim, and that is one thing that has made me livid about this whole thing. These royalists, these monarchists trying to trash the Kardashians and forcing me to defend them. I cannot stand them. I cannot. I don't like the Kardashians. I don't like Kim especially. And they have forced me to absolutely defend them. Because at the end of the day, even though I don't like them, I understand that I am a Harry and Meghan fan. That doesn't mean I have the right to tell them who to have in their lives, who to be their friends, what parties to go to, or anything like that. I mean, it has been some back and forth between squatties. Some squatties feel that they shouldn't have went and on and on. As for me, I feel that they should do whatever they want to with their lives because at the end of the day, it's their lives. It's their lives. And the only problem that I have, and it's not Harry and Meghan's problem, is my problem, is that I am defending the Kardashians. I'm telling you. But, you know, everything I'm saying is absolutely true because you can say a lot of things about the Kardashians, but you cannot call them grifters. They have worked for what they've gotten, but have they made their fortunes on culture appropriation? Absolutely. They are culture vultures. They are, but they have worked for what they've gotten. Now it's a lot of things you can say about them, but you can't say that they're criminals. You can't say that they're grifters. You can't say that they have committed any kind of sex abuse crimes. They're not pedos. They don't have a history of that within their family. So I don't see how they can absolutely, with a straight face, look at the Kardashians and call them tacky when their royal family has all of the above in it. I'm just saying. And I'm going to put this up. This deranger had the nerve to really start something on these internet streets, and they started it. And the squatties kind of ended it. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't just say something, at the side of your neck and not expect people to come for you. And that's exactly what happened to this particular deranger, trying to put Kim down. Kim Kardashian, that's who I'm talking about. And like I said, it only makes me do something that doesn't come naturally to me, and that is defending Kim Kardashian. I am in turmoil, y'all. Because I am in the position where, like the other squatties, I have to come to these derangers next and defend Kim because in this situation, she deserves to be defended. But boy, it is a struggle for me. I'm telling you, the inner turmoil is real. Me defending Kim Kardashian, I never would have thought it. But this is what this deranger wrote. They said, in a world of Kims, be a Kate. And those simple words just absolutely set off a drag that is epic on these internet streets because it was so many people to come in and said, no, 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 no. I'd rather be Kim than Kate, a stalker who ran a honeypot on a very, very dumb prince and absolutely was able to be successful at it, had children, and hadn't done anything since then. Was on the hunt for a wealthy man, not to become independently wealthy on her own, but to find a man to take care of her. So it was plenty. And when I say plenty, I mean plenty of women came in and said, no, I'd rather be a Kim than a Kate. And the squatty that reposted this said, I'd rather be a Kim, a self-made billionaire queen of her own empire, rather than wait 9 years to marry money after being brutally dumped in public. Where is the lie? Where is it? Because she knew she had to marry someone with money because she did not have the ability to make money herself. She knew who she was, and she was absolutely on the hunt for a man with plenty of money. They had them nailed absolutely right when they called them the Wisteria sisters, her and Pippa, because they were social climbing. They actually should write a book about social climbing because they are two sisters who have been extremely successful in doing what they set out to do. Now, you have to give them that. You have to give them that. But who would want to live under the thumb of men with money? Well, you have to take everything that is given to you. Kate cannot leave. She cannot leave. And to be honest, I don't think Kate wants to leave. It doesn't matter how bad it gets. Kate does not want to leave because the minute she leaves, she goes back to being a nobody because she has created nothing for herself. She is William's wife. Everything that she is because of her husband, not because of anything that she has created or done. And that right there says everything why Kate is not ever going anywhere. She wants to be queen because she has no merits on her own. Without William, her resume is really, really thin. I remember when they were doing a walkabout and someone asked her who she was. She said she's William's wife. And that's exactly who she is. Nothing more, nothing less. And this squatter replied to that same post and said, I'd rather be Kim. She's articulate, a businesswoman, self-made billionaire, a lawyer in training, and a criminal justice advocate. Meanwhile, Kate, we have no idea. Oh, I do. She's William's wife. And it says, furthermore, people have seen Kate's bum many more times than Kim's. Woo! Where's the lie? Where is it? I'm telling you, they try to dress it up all the time. What am I talking about? That pig trying to put lipstick on it when it is obvious to anybody to see that those two women who is presently queen and queen in waiting are absolutely empty vessels. They are. And the only way they got there was horizontal. Horizontal. It was nothing more. Harry was the only one who had a list. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I want to put this up and looky at this. This is something that I have been saying for so long. I have been saying that William is trying to make his way over to America. It's happening. It's going to happen because this is his pattern. He cannot allow his brother to be happy for some reason. He cannot allow his brother to have anything. Everything that his brother has, he wants. He wants Harry's life. Look at what he has done now. It says tacky and lame. What is this particular squatty talking about? Well, William made a surprise cameo on Dancing with the Stars for a special moment with Robert Irwin. Yes, he is on American television. And this squatty came up under that and said this. I'm assuming that since its remembrance period, he also found a military event to make a surprise appearance at, cause no way they over there were crying over an American not wearing a poppy while their future king is ignoring the occasion and chasing celebrities. Harry. Exactly. He didn't do any of that. I didn't see him. Now, I saw him on Remembrance Sunday. But I didn't see him Monday or Tuesday. He was too busy trying to get on American television, trying to make his way into Hollywood. That's what that whole Eugene Levy interview was about. Him trying to get connections into Hollywood. Just like Windsor, him and Kitty wants to be in Hollywood. Why? Because Harry and Meghan are there. Harry and Meghan are there. They want to take over their lives like they did in Windsor and run them off. He wants everything that his brother has. And of course, he was copying Harry. Y'all remember when Harry wished a veteran that was on Strictly Come Dancing, wished him good luck? and appeared on Strictly Come Dancing. Well, this is what William is doing. I mean, this particular squatty posted it. As you can see, it says Prince Harry delivers a touching, surprising message to a wounded veteran on the UK equivalent of Dancing with the Stars. And who does it next? It would be Willy. And this particular squatter who posted it said this: why am I not surprised that Willy was copying Harry again? Yes, and that is the reason why I say get ready. Get ready because Willie and Kitty are coming to America. They are. When they ascend to the throne, they're coming to America because they can't help themselves. Y'all remember at one point Willie was coming to America so much that he could have gotten a green card. Y'all remember when he was over there in the Hudson River and the Thames is right there, needing someone to care and love for it because it's polluted. Why are you way over in New York in the Hudson River? But he wanted to be in America. He hadn't been to America in 8 years, I think they said, before Harry and Meghan moved. And then I guess maybe within a year or two, he had been there like 3 or 4 times. I mean, it's ridiculous. The only reason he didn't come a year ago when it was UN week is because Harry announced all these things that he was going to do, and he was going to be in New York during UN week, and he canceled. And we hadn't heard from him since. But you best believe he is plotting and planning to come to America and try to take Harry's life away from him. He is going to try to embed himself into Hollywood. He is. He absolutely is. And this particular squatty posted a repost, and the original post said, that other brother can't even be original for once. Always doing things Harry did years ago. Always copying. Where's the lie? And the squatter reposted this and said, William is truly sick in the head. He has his crazed obsession to break out into America and get the American audience on his side. He really doesn't need to. They already courted their most loyal following, MAGA. Now, do I think this is true? Absolutely, because MAGA watches Fox News. Fox News do nothing but trash Harry and Meghan. So, of course, those sheep, of course, they're going to follow Fox News. But this is where the rub is. William doesn't want them. He doesn't want them. He wants the people that Harry has in Hollywood. And we know Hollywood does not have many MAGAs there. So that is the reason why he is cultivating Hollywood, because he doesn't want to hang out with Billy Joe or Mary Ann. He don't want to hang out with them. He want to hang out with, Oprah. He wants to hang out with Jeff Bezos. He wants to hang out with that crowd, the same crowd that Harry and Meghan is hanging out with. I agree with this squatty that he has MAGA, but he doesn't want them. He wants Jay-Z. He wants Beyonce. He wants that crowd. He wants to run with the crowd that Harry and Meghan are running with. He wants to replace them. He is a type of person who he doesn't want something like you have. He wants what you have. That malicious kind of jealousy. That's the kind of jealousy that Willie has for Harry. He doesn't want something like what Harry has. He wants what Harry has. And that right there, what really, really makes him dangerous. And I'm going to put this up. This particular squatty said, do the people who work for Prince William even like him? Because how could they allow him to appear on video to an American audience like this? I don't like him, and I think he's a terrible, misguided, and unhealed person. But even I pity his appearance here on Dancing with the Stars. Yes, look at him. Look at him. I mean, the lighting was horrible. I mean, everything that those people do, everything that his PR people do are so subpar. I mean, it's amateur at best. And they just keep on mistake after mistake after mistake. Let's not forget he's coming off of the mistake of him, putting out that picture of him on his way to COP30 on a private plane to lecture regular people about environmental issues. Now he's just coming off of that, and then he go and do this and have such bad lighting till he looks like he is absolutely trying to scare every child and small animal it is in America. I mean, he looks hideous and scary and creepy. He looks like someone you wouldn't trust to babysit your child. He looks like a lech. He really does. So I am with this squatty. Do they even like him? Because they seem like they put up stumbling block after stumbling block, and he falls over them every time. This right here was a misfire. And I mean, one after another. And I'm going to put this one up. This squatty says, let me tell you how I am enjoying the Weasel King's desperation for American acceptance. He's now quite literally ignoring his base and the media that props him up to chase after celebrity fame on US TV. Oh, how things have changed. No, they have stayed the same. He has been consistent. He has been showing his cards for a while. I have been seeing it happen because for me, the big tell was when him and Kitty applied for a trademark for a charity in America. I knew right then and there they were laying the groundwork to come to America, to have a reason to come to America. And it is going to consistently get more and more and more. He is trying to make his way to America. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. And I promise you, that's exactly what's going to happen. All right, y'all. I want to end it with something really, really cute. Look at this. They have made a cartoon out of the artwork for With Love Meghan holiday celebration. Isn't it the cutest thing? I am in love with it. I love when they make cartoons out of stuff. And I love it. This particular squatty posted it and said, get ready to slay this season with Love Meghan Christmas edition. I cannot wait. December 3rd, December 3rd. We are a little over 2 weeks away. And I'm telling you, I cannot wait. Love it. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all a little later. Bye.